Are you even a man? Somebody trashed your wife and you're not gonna hit him for me? Li Fei shot to his feet and slapped Jiayun so hard she spun in a circle before she even realized what happened. Before anyone could react, Wang Dashuai charged out. You little punk, you dared to touch her? But the second Li Fei saw that thick gold chain on his neck, he instantly folded and hid behind the woman. Seeing that, Wang Dashuai yelled, With that coward look, how could he be my son? You sure you didn't screw this up? Then he pulled out the photo he got from the orphanage. They compared it on the spot. No mistake. It really was him. Li Fei just stood there staring at them in shock. How is that even possible? If you don't believe it, go run a DNA test. Just look at what your dad and mom are wearing. Gold chain, designer shoes. You can tell they've got money. The moment he heard that, Li Fei's eyes lit up. He yanked the woman beside him forward and said, See that? These are my real parents. The baby in your belly is about to live the good life. Then he instantly changed his tone. Sorry about before. I just didn't recognize you. I really didn't mean it. Jiayun stared at them in disgust. No way. How could you possibly be my son? Someone beside her immediately said, That doesn't sound right. You disappeared for over 10 years. Now that you're back, isn't it because you're looking for your son? He's standing right in front of you, and now you won't admit it? Even Yechuan stepped in to fan the flames. You're always saying your son is the best, the most promising one. Now he's here, so why are you pretending not to know him? Jiyan turned pale with anger, like she might pass out. I took the chance and shoved Li Fei forward. Go take them out for a meal. And while you're at it, do the DNA test too. Recognizing your roots is a huge deal. The truth was, Yechuan had already looked into it the night before. That giant gold chain on Wang Dashuai was a cheap fake. He wasn't some boss at all. He was just a deadbeat bum, the kind who drifted through life scamming free food and handouts. For years, he'd been trying to squeeze money and benefits out of my family. But I'd been ready for him from the start, so he never had the chance. Now that he'd seen what his biological son was really like, Wang Dashuai was completely stunned. Still, I wasn't about to go soft on him. Not until both sides got the DNA report in hand did I finally breathe easy. Rotten roots, rotten branches. My parents were stunned too. That red-haired little thug with the street punk attitude was actually their real grandson. And the woman with him? A divorced mother with a kid already. The old couple were shaking with rage, speechless. I took them back to the old house where they were staying, then turned around and left with Yechuan. Now Jiayun panicked, but it was way too late. Li Fei was dead sure they had money, so he moved in with his wife right into the old house. By the time Jiayun got back, she didn't even have a place to sleep. 7 people were crammed into that tiny house, fighting non-stop. Later, Aunt Zhao secretly told me the whole family blew up. Li Fei wanted to get married and demanded 200,000 as bride price. His wife still wasn't satisfied. She insisted on another 100,000 as a meeting gift. Over 300,000 total. That wasn't marriage. That was robbery. My parents had no way to come up with that kind of money. Those two came here to scam money from the beginning, hoping for a free ride. Too bad I saw it coming and handed that useless loser right back to them. Now the money was gone, the man wouldn't leave, and they regretted everything. But why would I pity them? I'm not an idiot. I wasn't about to clean up their mess. When Li Fei realized he wasn't getting any money, he picked up a stick and went after Wang Dashuai. My parents tried to stop the fight and got hit too. My dad dropped on the spot and blacked out. My mom got shoved hard, fell down the stairs, and broke her leg. Jiayun tried to run, but Li Fei grabbed her and snapped her arm. By the time I got to the hospital, they were all lying in bed wailing. Jaylee, Mom was wrong. Mom was really wrong. Please help us. Please get him out of here. But I said, how could I do that? That's Jiayun's biological son, your real grandson. He turned out like this because no one raised him right. So now it's even more your job to love him, pull him up, and put him on the right path. The moment my mom heard that, she looked like her soul left her body. She just collapsed on the bed, unable to say a word. I paid the hospital bill, turned around and walked out without looking back. Jiayun was sweating from the pain and reached out to ask me for money. I didn't hesitate. I kicked her hand away. You and I are done. Jiayun, yesterday you ruined my son's graduation banquet and spread lies about me everywhere. I haven't even settled that score yet, and now you still want money from me? Dream on. I'll pay the bare minimum support for Mom and Dad, not 1 cent more. In my last life, I fell right into the trap they set and died without peace. This time, never again. After I left, my parents sighed all day long. Every now and then, Aunt Zhao would pass me news. Li Fei stayed in that house like a parasite and treated my parents like servants. They had to take care of his food, his mess, everything. Then that woman gave birth to a son, and that locked my parents in for good. They couldn't leave even if they wanted to. Li Fei kept demanding money. If they didn't hand it over, he'd hit people. Even Jiayun got forced to sell stuff on the street. Every cent the family made went straight into his bottomless pit. That whole family was rotten to the core, and honestly, they matched each other perfectly. Half a year later, Yechuan and I went back to our hometown. We were planning to sell the old house and settle down in the city with the kid. That's when I saw Jiayun again. It had only been 6 months, but she looked 20 years older. Her hair had gone completely white, her face full of wrinkles. The second she saw me, she lunged at me like she was insane. This isn't how it was supposed to go! Weren't you supposed to jump off a building and die? Your money should have all been mine. I just gave her a cold smile. I knew right away. She'd come back too.